VCU's Finest Newscast comes to you today with a special segment inspired by the recent article entitled Music and Morality by Robert Scruton. Popular music today enjoys a higher status than any other cultural product. The sensual, self-centered, materialistic themes in pop music beg the question of whether or not our children should be listening to it, due to the common belief that music can influence your moral character. Our non-judgmental society criticizes the notion to degrade someone based on their preferences, specifically their musical taste. Aside from the moral affiliations that have been attributed to music, current pop music has seemed to sway away from quality and engagement towards a more invigorating and mindless aura. In lieu of this, we must consider the different ways that people can enjoy music: dance, working to it, conversing over it, background noise, performance, and simply listening. Adorno attacked something that he called the regression of listening. For Adorno, this habit of listening to long-range musical thought, in which themes are subjected to extended melodic, harmonic, and rhythmic development, is connected to the ability to live beyond the moment, to transcend the search for instant gratification, to set aside the routines of the consumer society, with its constant pursuit of the fetish, and to put real values in the place of fleeting desires. In reference to this, many claim that popular music is to be danced to rather than to be criticized and appreciated. Its main essence is attributed to rhythm, to be danced to, not listened to. Further criticisms say that pop applies to the lame attempts at dancing, attempts that involve no control of the body and no attempt to dance with a person, but rather at him or her. Compared to more classical music, pop is described as having a rhythm that is shot at you, that provokes less controlled movement as opposed to the 8-some reel, which invites the listener to dance with the music. Concluding on the notion of regression of listening, it is surely right to speak of a new kind of listening, maybe a kind of listening that is not listening at all, when there is no melody to speak of, when the rhythm is machine-made, and when the only invitation to dance is an invitation to dance with oneself. Concluding on the notion of regression of listening, in the words of Scruton, it is surely right to speak of a new kind of listening, maybe a kind of listening that is not listening at all, when there is no melody to speak of, when the rhythm is machine-made, and when the only invitation to dance is an invitation to dance with oneself. To further analyze this subject, we now go to special reports by Jonathan Farag and Vivek Patel.
Thank you, Maya. Based on the-field research and a collaborative effort with Dr. Kirk Warren Brown of VCU's own psychology department, VCU's Finest Newscast put together a little segment on mindfulness and engagement in life and how it can increase your life satisfaction. Based on this work, mindfulness can be considered an enhanced intention to an awareness of current experience or present reality. In addition, mindfulness is openly experiencing what is there. Awareness of one's behavior, experience, and various stimuli encountered as part of waking reality. Mindfulness can be compromised when individuals behave compulsively or automatically, without awareness to one's or attention to one's behavior. It's been theorized by Dr. Kirk Warren Brown that mindfulness can also contribute to well-being and happiness in a direct way. That is to say, if you are engaged in your current actions and whatever you may be doing, and which would be considered being mindful, your life satisfaction can be shown to be increased, which could increase your happiness, something along those lines. Kind of just make you feel more fulfilled with your life. A specific example of being mindful in your actions and experiencing this satisfaction is an experiment that Dr. Kirk Warren Brown has elaborated in his work, which found that individuals whose attention was focused on the sensory experience of eating chocolate reported more pleasure than individuals engaged in a distraction task while eating the chocolate. Along the other lines, his research has shown that the tests of mindfulness were positively associated with life satisfaction and negatively correlated with impulsiveness. How does this relate to this topic VCU's Finest Newscast has been talking about today? Specifically, impulsiveness is something that Dr. Scruton talked about, listening to pop music and just kind of going with it, not really being engaged in it, which is kind of the opposite of mindfulness. But if you consider this, mindfulness in listening to the music, being able to thoroughly enjoy and be engaged and appreciate what it took to be made to listen to make the music, enjoying the lyrics, and so on and so on, being active and engaged in listening to the music would be considered being mindful in that task. And that would be related to that eating the chocolate example. In that sense, one could expect to feel more fulfillment or a little bit more life satisfaction if one were to be able to be more engaged in listening to music. That isn't to say that if you understand music and you know how all the efforts that it took to make it and you enjoy it, your life is going to be complete happiness. It's just something to consider when considering how you listen to music. If it's something that you engage in and you really, are active in it and mindful, then you're likely to be more fulfilled in that or happy with that experience. Whereas if you're more impulsive, which is a characteristic that has been shown negatively be correlated to mindfulness, then you might not feel as satisfied with that moment of listening to the music or so on. So maybe in the morning or at night, whenever you're listening to music and you're really enjoying it, you feel a little bit more satisfied with that time. I hope this segment changed your life. Now on to pass the beacon on to Vivek Patel's segment.
Hello Richmond, how are you this beautiful Tuesday morning? This is your award-winning newscaster of the century. That's right, I said century, Vivek Patel. We have some very, very important topics to discuss today, but at the top of that list is music. What is it? What is good music? What is bad music? And is bad music really all that bad? I don't know. Do you know? To figure out the lowdown scoop, we took it down to the streets of West Grace and asked the people who it affects the most. That's right, you. Let's see what you had to say.
Hey, I'm Anish Patel. I'm a PME major, and I'm a student here at VCU.
Hi, my name is Michaela. I'm a Art Foundation major at VCU.
My name is Alia Hampton. I'm a biomedical engineering student, and I'm a student at VCU.
My name is Aubrey Buckner. I'm a VCU student. I'm an electrical engineering major.
My name is Bonnie Polson. I'm a biology major, and I'm a student at VCU.
My name is Emily Thomas. I'm a music education major, and I'm a student at VCU.
Music to me is the stuff I listen to that pleasures my soul.
To me, music is a pleasing arrangement of sounds.
You.
Music to me is life with the beats and sounds coming from everywhere. It always makes me happier to hear it, and it just unites people.
I'll have to say music is everywhere for me. That's what it means to me. It's just not just from any type of stereo. It can be from anything, from anywhere.
Music is expression.
Music to me is a necessity in life. Most people don't see it that way. They just see it as an extra, like all art is just extra in life. It's not a necessity, but if it were just taken away, you would really see the difference it makes in your life. Just silence is almost could kill you.
I like rap music, and I like alternative stuff, like Mayday Parade and stuff, and Screamo. But I hate country and classical and mainstream pop.
I like rock, indie, alternative, all that sort of stuff. And then sometimes like weird experimental music because I find it interesting. And I don't really like country or rap or R&B really. I like funk.
I like all kinds of music, from old jazz and like classic rock and roll like Billie Holiday to modern day pop, Lady Gaga stuff. And I don't like rap, and I'm not a big fan of country, but I won't write it off.
The music that I like, I don't really have any type of classification. Any music can be, I can enjoy any types, but the most music I hate are like the lyrics of the music. if the lyrics are bad, that can really tone me down.
I like music that matches my mood, and I don't like music that's poorly performed.
I like pretty much any type of music that includes classical, pop, rap, metal, classic rock. I like everything except for country, pretty much.
Yeah, I listen to mainstream pop when I'm at like prom and stuff and dances, because that's what you can dance to. You can't really dance to other kind of music.
Sometimes when I'm flipping channels on the radio, I'll start listening to a station that I normally wouldn't, just to like see what it sounds like.
Yeah, I have, and I think it's just because I like anything with a good beat.
But if I'm in a different type of environment, rather it's a celebration or even a party or any type of or a serious type of study, that's what makes me up. If the music is in the party type environment and the lyrics are kind of bad, I might just ignore the lyrics. I might just go with the flow because that's how it is. Everybody's enjoying themselves, so I'm enjoying myself too.
I listen to music that I dislike when it makes other people happy.
I've felt myself listening to music that I don't like if I'm in a situation where there are social things going on, such as my friends are going to a concert. I don't really like the artist, but I go anyways. And I'll dance to if there's a good beat, I'll dance to it, but it's not like I'm enjoying the actual melodic lines or anything.
And there you have it, folks, some very interesting comments made, and I'd like to reiterate one point, and that is that music is boundless. There is no good music, there is no bad music, there is only situational music. Whether you listen for rhythm, emotion, or any of the infinite possibilities, all music has something to offer. On behalf of Jonathan Farag and Maya Shende, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to our broadcast this Tuesday morning, and I'd like to wish each of you a very good rest of your day.